Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, you're very welcome. I'm happy to see your new face here. I hope you subscribe before you finish watching this video. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how I make Nigerian chin. What exactly is this Nigerian chin? This is what it looks like currently. I already made them. Yeah, so look at how good they look, guys. So I'm going to be showing you guys how I made that. And this snack is good, especially in this time of quarantine, because we know that everybody gets hungry when they're not doing anything. So you could just dedicate one day to make this, and then you have a snack to eat, like, because it lasts for long. You can make it today, and it's in 1 week time you can actually still eat it. Yeah, but just that you have to put it in an airtight container like I just did here. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video and I hope you like the recipe. I am not a chef, but I just know how to do some things. So I hope you guys really enjoyed the video. Now, without further ado, let's get into the video.
I say that I want you back, but I don't know if I do.
So these are the ingredients you'll be needing. You need flour, you need butter, you need milk, which could be liquid or powdered milk. You need flavor, which is very optional. You also need baking powder, and you need some sugar. And that's my pizza cutter that I'll be using. You obviously need groundnut oil and nutmeg. So first things first, you want to mix all the dry ingredients together, which includes the flour, the sugar, the baking powder, the milk, and you also need egg, but egg is also optional. I didn't have egg, so I didn't include egg in my own recipe, but you could add egg depending on how soft you want it. The more the egg, the softer it is. So this is the time where you add the egg. If you actually had egg, you just make a hole inside and then you add the egg, and then you mix, like you're mixing every other thing. Then you just mix thoroughly so that everything is properly combined. So not that one side is sweeter or has more sugar than the other side. So you need to combine it thoroughly very well. So now I'm just going to add a little bit of my vanilla flavor. Like I said, it's optional, so you don't have to add yours, but I just like the taste it gives. My sugar wasn't enough and I just had to add more sugar and more milk at some point, but you just need to know how well you want it, how you want it to taste. You want it too sweet or not too sweet. You just have to know how you want it to taste. So in that way you'll be able to know how much sugar and how much milk you need to add. Now it's time for me to add my butter. You don't need the butter to be too much. When you add the butter, you also combine everything till it's looking like breadcrumbs, how breadcrumbs looks. So you just combine everything. But this butter doesn't have to be too much, because if it's too much, the chin is going to be too soft and it's going to scatter. It's not going to form very well. So just ensure that your butter isn't too much. And then it's time for you to add water to start kneading it. So you just need a little bit of water, so not too much. You add the water bit by bit, and then you just knead and knead and knead completely. Just adding the water bit by bit so that you don't end up adding too much water, because you need very little amount of water. And when you know that it's time for you to stop kneading is when it's no longer sticky. Like I'm gradually getting to that point where it's not going to be sticking on my hand anymore. Then you know, okay, it's time for you to stop kneading, that the kneading is okay because it's no longer sticky. As you can see, it's not sticky at all in my hand, so it's time for me to stop the kneading process. So you can see it's not sticky at all. So now it's time for me to knead it on a flat surface, and I just divided it into two because it was too much for me to knead at once. So you need a kneading pin or whatever they call it, but I don't have, so I just use a bottle. You could use anything that could just make you roll over the dough. So I'm just using a bottle to spread it out. And now I'm going to use my pizza cutter to actually cut it into desired size or shape. So anyhow you want your chin chin to look, do you want it square, rectangular, is this process that is going to determine how it's going to look after you fry it. So you can decide to cut the chin chin one by one, like the way I'm doing it right now, if you want to do it one by one, but that's a lot more stressful. So you could also just do everything together, like cut it vertically all together, because doing it one by one is going to take more time. So you could decide to just do it like this, that's just cutting everything together and then picking it out. And then you separate everything. I don't like adding flour to my survey because the flour is not going to make it to fry very well. And now it's time for me to fry. I've already heated my oil for a very long time, so I know that the oil is already hot. But if you're not sure if your oil is hot, you could just add just one chin chin and let that one fry before you add the rest, so that the chin chin doesn't absorb too much oil before it starts frying. And then I just like to stir I like to stir everything throughout the whole frying process, because if I don't stir it, one part is going to get burnt while the other part might not even be fried at all. It won't be uniform basically. So I like to stir everything as I'm frying it. And you just know the desired color you want. It's already getting to my desired color, so it's time for me to prepare to remove it out the fire. And I remove it from the fire. I put it on a plate that has tissue or paper towel, so that this paper is going to absorb all the oil, and then your chin chin is not going to have that oily taste. So that's why that paper on the plate is very important. Now this lovely Nigerian snack is ready, and is all you need to do is just preserve it very well so that you can use it in the future. Like you can eat it for like a week or even more. And how do you preserve this? You preserve it by putting it in an airtight container, maybe a bottle or something where air is not going to enter, because once the air enters, the taste of the chin chin is not going to be good. Look at how yummy this chin chin looks like. It tastes so nice. And this is just me preserving it inside an airtight container so that air doesn't enter inside. And I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you try out this recipe, and I hope it works well for you.